I just wanted to check in with you guys. It's been a while since I did a long form video. I'm not gonna lie, since I know I have two separate channels, I am heavily thinking about just merging both channels, to be honest. It's just a lot for me to focus on two different channels, and to separate one content from another. I kind of just want to merge it and let you guys grow with me, especially since the content that I'm doing now, I'm going to be doing, until, I don't know, I stop. So where do I start off, y'all? Life has been lifing, and I do want to give you guys a little update on what has been going on with me with school and what has been going on with me with work. I told you guys, and it hasn't been too much long since I made a video for you guys letting you know that I got the job at a home health agency. I was an office support specialist there, but that title was really backup. Honestly, you got the titles and then you got the things that you actually do on a day-to-day basis. I was a backup person. So if the schedulers called out or if the schedulers were sick, I would cover them. If someone in payroll was not in, I would cover. My manager, if there was some task that she wanted me to do that she probably didn't want to do, she'll give it to me and I'll do it. So I was pretty much backup, and I will also take care of the endless calls that we always would get. And I'll take care of people that's coming in as far as walking in. The job isn't hard. However, it's always the people that make it hard, right? I don't want to dive too deep in it, only because, number one, I'm very full. Me and my sister just came back from Bahama Breeze, because if you guys don't know, they're going to be closing down like all of their locations. Every last one of them. April 5th is the last day. So I'm full, which means I don't really have the energy to kind of like divulge everything that I normally would if I wasn't so full. And also I guess I just don't care, to be honest. Long story short, I ended up quitting that job. I couldn't take it anymore, and I felt like what I was hired to do was not what was going on. When I got hired, I was hired to do, just like I told you guys, be back up. And mind you, I already have my own tasks. My tasks are the tasks that my manager puts on me, aside from filling in for the schedulers or people in payroll that may not be there. I have my own task. So needless to say, I was told, there wasn't even an asking, I was told for the second time, mind you, that I would be a scheduler until they find another scheduler. This time around, it was very stupid of them. It was bad business practice as well, because they took it upon themselves to fire somebody before having a replacement. And as a result of that, I had to take over that person's existence, which was to be a scheduler. The first time this happened, I told my manager, I said, with all due respect, this isn't what I was hired to do, to be a full-on scheduler. Neither was it in the cards for me to be a full-on payroll person. I am back up. It just didn't make sense that I had to be thrown into the wolves because you guys made a poor business decision. Okay. Anyways, long story short, I ended up just leaving. My time there was over anyway. I didn't trust anybody there. Not to say you should, not to say I did. I don't trust anybody at work. Too many women, too much riffraff, too much. So yeah, I left. But I got bigger problems, y'all. Way, way bigger problems. If I don't pass my final exam with at least a 90%, I will not be passing my class. This is the first time that this has happened, and I'm going towards the school part. And this is about school. I'm in nursing school, for those of you who don't know, and I am in my second to last class. Second to last class. Never have I ever had this happen, where if I don't pass an exam with a 90%, I would fail. But here I am. And I haven't been turning on the camera because, quite honestly, my focus hasn't been with doing videos. It's been, trying to study as much as possible and keeping my prayers high, to be honest. There's a lot of things that will be delayed if God see fit that I don't pass, because there's my hopes and dreams and then there's God's plans. So it's a lot going on in my mind, to be honest. But I thought that I owe it to you guys to at least give you a heads up and to keep you guys posted on what's going on. So yeah, it's a whole lot of going on. And to add insult to injury, finals is going to be on my birthday, Monday, February 16th. It sucks. I don't wish this on anybody. I have had these feelings of anxiety for the past, 2 weeks, which is a long time to have these feelings and not know what to do and not feel like you're going to make it, feel like the bar is set too high. I tried to do all I could do with trying to talk to faculty. I guess I'm kind of just worn out, to be honest, y'all. So I put everything in God's hands. I'm going to pray again tonight. I'm going to study, and what will be will be. And I think that is mostly why I'm kind of coming to terms with whatever the end results may be. Sure, it will be hell if I get set back, because it will be a domino effect. I won't be eligible to get a refund for my class. So I would have taken this class for relatively nothing, and I'll have to pay it again. And I go to Chamberlain. Chamberlain is not cheap at all. So I'll be dishing out upward of $3,000 because I capped out my financial aid. So that's already a high stress level, right? That's number one. Number two, they're no longer offering night classes anymore. They let us know that, I want to say maybe like 3 months ago. They said they're doing away with night classes, which to me, that was the only reason why I even went to Chamberlain. So I don't know if they're even going to be enrolling more people, if they're going to get a lot of hits, because that was a lot of people's reasons for coming there. So financial aid, no. I will have to pay out of pocket. That's number one. Number two, like I said, again, they will not be offering night classes anymore. So that will conflict with me working. Number three, I'll be held back 4 months. So I will have to wait 4 months before I start the class again. Because at Chamberlain, they don't offer collaborative every session. They offer it every other session. And each session is 2 months long. So I wouldn't start until May. That's what, number three or four. And lastly, but certainly not least, a lot of my plans and wanting to get out of the house that I'm in right now and get out of the situation is going to be delayed. Won't be denied, but it will be delayed. So those 4 setbacks are extremely important for me. And it's things that I'm trying to avoid. So guys, keep me in your prayers. Anyway, this video is not going to be long. Let me get let me take these clothes off. And I will get with you guys a little later. All right, peace. Let's just hit the rewind. We'll just have to